So there you go. The SUR RON. So this video is going to be about that thing. And if you don't know what that thing is, you haven't been watching my videos. That is the world's fastest, and still the world's fastest, SUR RON Light Beat. And it's right here. We're going to take it for a spin. I'm going to show you some of the runs that we've done with it. And I'm just going to do a general overall overview of the bike. I set the record back in March, and it still hasn't been beat. And I'm really, really happy about that. This thing is an absolute monster, and there's a little more speed on tap. I'm just not really. I don't need to use it at this point. Either way, really cool bike. Sit down, get ready for this little video. Hopefully you enjoy it. If you have one of these and you want to upgrade it to this level, pay attention, because A, it's expensive, and B, it's not the easiest thing to do. You have to basically know a little bit about how to program this thing, and get all the stuff for it to handle the power and run as hard as this one does. So, really cool bike. I want to share it with you guys, and I want you guys to tell me what you think, because this is craziness. E-bike craziness. Bit about this bike. There she is. This is the SUR RON Light B. It was an X model. This one's got the Volcano D&M Volcano suspension. Again, we've got the twin brakes on it. Just a really awesome setup. This is the controller from ERT. Must have, and you got to pair it up with the big boy battery too. You can't skimp on this. Overall, this setup produces massive power. We did a dyno run with this thing as it is. I'll show that here. Over 20 horsepower, so 21 horsepower, and we've done some amazing top speed runs with it. So we're doing a 0 to 50 and a 0 to 100 kilometer run. So let's go ahead and see what we can muster up out of this bad boy. Ah, wheelie. And okay, 1.9, 0 to 50. All right, that was the speed run. You can see the speed here, 85.8. So 85.8, we were really cooking there. I know it could, I know it can go faster, which is crazy to think, but She still had a little more juice in the tank.
How fast was that?
I let off at 80. But she keeps on going. Pretty incredible. Honestly, one of a kind of experience. If you haven't rode an e-bike before, you really should think about it. It's super, super environmentally friendly. You're not hurting anything. You're not making any noise. And when you got speeds like that, come on, it's a no-brainer.
And it sounds like a pod racer.
So just an overall extraordinary system. If you're into e-bikes, you'll appreciate this type of stuff and this level of modification, because it's not very often you see an e-bike that can do 80 plus miles per hour and still be somewhat of a decent ride. This thing was actually originally designed for off-road, but as you can see, we've got the Supermoto wheels on it, or tires rather, wheels and tires. We've got everything set up in order to ride this thing on the road. It's got a really nice bright headlight as well. This thing is ultra bright, you can see everything at night. And we've got the screen here, as I mentioned, really nice with all the options built into it, so you can change all of your regen and everything that goes with having an e-bike. There's a lot of amazing options on this thing. These bikes aren't very cheap. If you want to get one, the base price on these things starts around just under $4,000. But then if you want to do the modifications, you better double it. So we're looking at a nearly $10,000 e-bike. But if you compare it to, like, let's say a $10,000 dirt bike, the performance is actually similar. I've raced a host of different dirt bikes with this thing. I've raced CR 250s and even a 450. And a 450's got tons of power, don't get me wrong. But this thing does not disappoint. It can keep up. It was faster than the 250, I'll tell you that right now. So all you CRF 250 boys out there that are gonna cry right now, I'm telling you right now, this bike is faster than a CRF 250, especially in a short, tighter area. It just has insane bottom end. Wheelies from 40 miles per hour without any trouble at all. Power wheelies. I'm not talking about yanking on the handlebars. And braking, I'm telling you, I'm not a stunt rider, but I can tell you right now, this thing does massive wheelies. No problem at all. If you're a wheelie guy, you should be able to do that with this, and stoppies with this dual brake system. It's really strong. The fork is robust. It can handle it. Everything's been upgraded to handle the extra speed and the extra power. So no system is untouched. It gets around, I would say 30 miles on a battery if you're just putting around normal and, you know, keeping up with traffic, 50, 55 miles per hour. And a little less if you're hammering it, obviously. So you'll end up with about a 20-mile range if you're really beating on it. But it's still pretty good. I was able to go all the way from my house to the beach, which is about 20 miles, and back, driving very conservatively. And I don't hesitate at all to take it to the grocery store, the gas station, or anywhere else nearby that I really want to need to go and get something real quick. It's an awesome machine, and it goes on the bike trails because it's silent. It's not a motorized vehicle, if you know what I mean. And it doesn't grab too much attention. So if you're interested in one of these, just let me know. We do have a way to get them, I'll tell you that. And they are just the most fun you can have on two wheels that's not gas powered. I love it, I enjoy it, and you will too. So I also wanted to show you guys real quick. I've got this sweet little helmet too. Weighs 1.5 pounds. Ultra light. This is New Olders. It's a Brazilian company. They do for downhill skateboarding. So better than nothing. It's probably not DOT compliant, but it's better than nothing.